And we are back for season 2 because someone in the Global Unit for Feminism and Gender Democracy thought it would be okay to keep giving me a mic. I am officially the manosphere influencer you want to see in the world. Welcome everyone, and to those who do not know, what took you so long? There is an entire first season, but because I'm in my soft girl era, I'm not going to read you for filth. I'm just going to be kind and say, you should go back and listen to it. You have wandered into the world of what is this hot mess? A podcast that sits with fire feminists from across the globe to chat about the fact that the world is hot trash right now. In the previous season, we had Mona on menopause and feminist dating, Lebo Matosa speaking about the power of art and black womanhood, Jack speaking about AI and how there could be AI in your toaster, and Ishta waxing wisdom about institutional development and why we need to break the mold in how we do this activism thing. So go and listen, please. Just respect me, please. You can't just come into season 2 entering the chat. You need to know what we were talking about before. But for those of you who have been on this wild ride with me, we are doing things a little different. A little experimenting is happening with shortened episodes and weaving the standalone segments into a greater conversation. Because the way my neurospicy brain works, sometimes you just gotta switch it up, or else Tiff will get bored and then this will get still. And no one wants that. So don't be alarmed, don't catch feelings, it's going to be okay. Life is about change and growth. The important thing is that we're all back together again. So, in this season, we shall cover tradwifery, the silence of the global majority in the climate group chat, how navigating the medical field is an extreme sport, what feminist fornication looks like, and much, much more. It's going to be fun, it's going to be heavy, it's going to be chaotic, but it's going to always be informative. So recently I had the very fun conversation with a Gen Z intern at the studio I record at, and he asked genuinely, why do we need feminism? His hot take was, men and women are equal, so what is this thing? Firstly, I have been recording this podcast here for the better part of a year, so rude. Secondly, there was a very lovely moment where his very heterosexual white male boss started explaining to him why we need feminism. I was too tired. I was on the clock. It couldn't be me at that moment in time. But somebody did the legwork and it gave me a moment of hope. And so for those of you who don't know and thought that this was just a fun comedy podcast, which it is, it very much is, I don't do this only for the flex and the ability to be chaotic out loud, but also because it is rough out here. We do it because people show up to WNBA games and throw dildos, which is a wicked waste of a sex toy, because people are being thrown in jail for who they love. We do it because women's medical research is a joke and maternal mortality rises during certain political periods. Because Cleopatra could speak languages, was a general, was a military mind, was a philosopher, but all people can say is she was sexy. She was very sexy. We do it because women and marginalized groups are deeply affected by climate change, but do not get a seat at the table when it comes to the solutions. We do it because 16 to 20% of biographies on English Wikipedia are about women, as if we suddenly popped up in history 30 years ago. We do it because we know more about male pattern baldness than fibroids. Because men make literal millions peddling misogyny online, which has real-world consequences. We do it because Amelia Earhart apparently didn't get scooped up by the Bermuda Triangle. She was just ignored, and that's why her plane went down. Some man just thought that she was just making noise on the airwaves, and that what she was saying and her call of distress was a hoax. I personally do it, this feminism thing, because I feel more straight men should be pegged and they would enjoy it. They are missing out on nice things because patriarchy is holding them back. There are a myriad of reasons we still need feminism. There are so many reasons, and that is what this podcast is about. We need feminism because the level of violence in this world is so deeply fueled and entrenched in the patriarchy and its friends that sometimes we forget that this actually shouldn't be normal. So on this podcast, I shall say the wild things and float some wild notions and have some guests who say the quiet part out loud. Lock in. The world seems to be an incredibly troubling time for women's rights and the rights of everyone except men. But we have been here before. It's been up and down as we move steadily to a better dawn. Ancient Egyptian women could own land, have property, and defend themselves in court, but British women in the 1860s could not. In the Ottoman Empire, women could initiate divorce. However, in some contemporary countries, women cannot. There are some women during medieval times who could take out contracts and run their own shop, but Dutch women in the 1950s were considered legally incompetent. Half of the hunters in prehistoric Peru were women, and Viking women could have ranking military roles. But women in the United States could not serve in ground combat until 2013, when the ban was eventually lifted. Here I was thinking I was going to retire soon, that my sex-positive work was done and dusted, that the next generation could take over, and wham! Tradwifing hits me in the face. Like the ink in my last funding contract wasn't even dry yet. The pendulum swings back and forth until hopefully one day it will swing to a sweet spot, or the earth gets swallowed by the sun. Either way, let's keep in step with the onslaught against us. The only way the pendulum can keep swinging and the dial keep inching forward is the incredible people who, in the moment in history, make a damn plan. Which again is why we're here, to find the folks who are doing the work needed to keep us from tipping tits first into the apocalypse. Am I adding to the gender wars? Nah. Look, because gender and the way it is currently set up is a scam. I saw one content creator saying that the ideas of masculinity and femininity and the gender essentialism that's roaming the streets doesn't actually mirror the majority of the globe. When one looks historically at a bunch of different regions, notions of masculinity and femininity were a lot more fluid and had a lot of variety in terms of roles and who could occupy them. But colonization is wicked and monotheism is wild, and fast forward and now we are here fighting Timothy on the internet about how I should be in the kitchen making a sandwich. Well, joke's on you, Timmy. I can't even cook. Anyway. Lastly, on the gender war front, I heard it put so well when people say that there is beef because women are angry at what men have done to them, whilst men are angry at what women won't do for them. I won't smile for you in the streets or pay for half of dinner. That sucks, my G. I'm just trying to figure out if you are a trains in the basement or a chains in the basement kind of homie. We are not the same. So for those of you mad at the gender wars, it is what it is. Because until the stakes are the same, strap up my women, femmes, and thems, we ride at dawn. Aluta continua.